Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, April 5th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I take the time to balance my yin and yang. Can't tell you how much I wanted to say yang just because yang mixes with time, kind of, sort of. And I know from the other room I would hear a big yang if I said it like that. So take the time to balance my yin and yang. Today we have Venus moving into Pisces. I'm actually really excited about this transit. Venus in Pisces, this is going to be a fairly fast transit. Venus moves at close to the same speed as Earth, so it takes usually just under 30 days to move through a transit. Venus in Pisces is such a beautiful energy. I oftentimes liken Venus in Pisces, or even Pisces in general, to Rumi, because Rumi had this desire for union with the beloved, union with God universe, and just spoke it in such eloquence. And with Venus in Pisces, it's recognizing that same drive, that same calling that we each have, whether it's a feeling for home, whether it's a feeling of wanting to be held or supported, whether it's a feeling of desiring romance in your life, whether it's a feeling of wanting to connect with the universe. There's so many ways that this can express itself, but all of this feels so much like Piscean energy and Venus in Pisces. Venus in Pisces is a beautiful chance to reignite your romance with the universe, to reignite your romance with the divine. And I encourage you to hold space to allow the universe to surprise and delight you in and through this transit. Now, Venus in Pisces is meeting up with both Jupiter and Neptune already in Pisces, and next is coming Mars. So we have a lot of Pisces energy going on. All this Pisces energy can be the antithesis, which it literally is, of reality. The antithesis of Virgo, right? Virgo is our daily reality. Pisces is like, reality? What reality? I live in the clouds and it's fine here. It can sometimes be challenging to carry the Piscean energy in our daily reality. And I think this goes double for the Venus portion. Venus is our yin energy. It's our yin consciousness. It is the feminine. It is the flow. It is the oracle. It is the spirit of things. It is the nurturing, compassion, empathy. It is the feeling energy. So many things that on this planet we've kind of wrestled with and not even come into full understanding with. So with Venus and Pisces, we may have trouble allowing, balancing, honoring our flow. We may even have trouble really recognizing what our yin energy is. In fact, I have decided over this next month to pull a card from the Divine Feminine every day, the Divine Feminine Oracle. And I think I might show the card here, but post it just on my Instagram stories. Or reels or something. I don't know. I'm still figuring out because I don't want to make this any longer than it already is. But I want to help us engage with archetypal energies or goddesses that can help us unite with flow. That's the thing with Venus in Pisces, is connecting to our own personal authentic flow. Our own personal authentic flow is going to have our own personal balance of yin and yang energies, how we are in that flow state and listening and intuiting and dancing and, chaos of the yin, and then taking that aligned action with the yang. We all have an individual balance of what this looks like. And yet I find so many of us are challenged by what the yin looks like, feels like, does, because it has been so suppressed. So for Venus in Pisces, finding your personal yin flow. How do you work with the divine? How are you in partnership with the divine, with the universe? Beyond religion, beyond spirituality. As I was sitting here thinking, even though I love Rumi, I was like, even Rumi in some ways, in some ways it had, these yang overtones in it. How do you yin? Asking yourself that every day is going to be very powerful. Now, at the same time, Venus rules relationships. Venus rules money. Venus rules our gifts. So Venus in Pisces is encouraging us to, again, flow through these energies. Venus in Pisces can bring up karmic energies. Now, if a karmic relationship starts to sprout up during this time, this is a really good time to investigate, okay, how did I behave in the past, if you're aware? I mean, this could be even past life relationships, but if you are aware, if it is one that's come back around in this cycle, how have I engaged in the past, and where did I suppress my yin? And where am I being encouraged to bring forward my yin in a stronger way for myself in this energy? This goes with our gifts that we have, whether your gift is dancing or music, writing, intuition, psychic gifts, cooking. However your gifts come through, there may be a change in how you see yourself flowing through these energies over the next month. What was the other thing? Relationships, gifts, money. Even keeping the flow of money in your mind. Money is something that I have struggled with on this planet. Like, wait, how does this whole system work? And the best thing I've ever found is, like breath, it flows in and it flows out, and it flows in and it flows out. And so working with that, even understanding money, abundance, prosperity as something that flows. And again, as you honor it, as you honor yourself, as you honor the yin, noticing how that goes, because it rhymes. And it makes me so happy. So this is an overview of Venus in Pisces. Very Pisces-esque in the expression of it, I think, for this scope. That is the majority of our day today, is moving into that energy. However, there are some things going on. I will say, Venus will be at 0 today. And so you may not feel so Venus-y. You may feel very out of your flow. Take it easy if you can. I think that's one of the lessons Venus at 0 needs to teach us. I wish it could be like, oh, Venus is at 0, everybody take a day off. And I know the world doesn't work like that at this time. But where you can allow yourself to chill and tap in and tune in, do that. Mars is still working with the nodes, as is Saturn. So be aware of your actions. Are your actions aligning with your yin? Taurus is a yin sign. Let me be fair and say, I think that I can see, no, I don't think, I can see yin and yang in every sign. It is not one sign is yin, one sign is yang. It doesn't work like that. But Taurus has a very strong yin essence that we can embrace, right? The creativity. I mean, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So in that way, how are you leaning towards that? Again, in your actions, 22 degrees, this is still mastery. The Scorpio, which is also technically via traditional astrology, yin as well, the Scorpio vibes. Where are you using the power of boundaries to support your personal flow? But again, we're moving beyond fear and leaning into the abundance with this Taurus energy, staying in balance. Is there anything else I was looking at chart-wise? That was it. Moon will be in Gemini. The mental vibes with this may be very spiky, especially before Venus shifts. Venus is going to shift into Pisces at like 8-something a.m., 8:18 a.m. Pacific time. But before that, with Venus at 29, Mars and Saturn hanging out in Aquarius, Moon in Gemini, strong mental vibes. Remember, I'm going to go post this card on my Instagram right after. Probably in the stories, maybe reels, we'll see. Interestingly enough for today, I have the no thingness. It's so funny because with Venus at 0, I kept hearing day out of time, and that's what this no thingness card feels like to me. It does feel like there's a lot of possibilities, and yet be slow in your personal flow. I have the Harmony card, finding your personal balance in your life of yin and yang, mind and heart. Anything that you're looking to balance, find that harmony in yourself. Value what harmony in yourself feels like and lean into that value, right? Lean into that. That being said, we may have some moments where you're not necessarily feeling that balance. So it's going to be important to root yourself to get yourself back there. I mentioned mental vibes. I've got the guilt card. Watch your monkeys. Encourage your monkeys to harmonize with your flow. Your mind is not you. Keep that in mind. Right? And then I've got 2 king cards. I've got the Creator and Abundance. This is the King of Fire, or Wands, and the King of Pentacles, or Earth. Fire and Earth, creativity, bring it into the physical. I always love the Abundance card just because it is another card of balance between spirit and the physical. So again, we're being called into that. And when we balance that, oh my gosh, we have creations to bring through, creations to share. So that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Eclipse readings available. I started those today. Fascinating energies, working with the Taurus and Scorpio. Email me for that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.